locked off. Damn it. I need the Kid Goku to get a super attack. Alright, so please start dodging. I put dodge into your hitting potential system. My God. He has an 80. He has such a high chance to dodge. I am dumbfounded. I can't believe what I just witnessed. Oh my God. Oh, hell no. Oh, buddy. Where's it at? Oh, I just want to Baba this unit. Like, I just want to throw him into the Baba shop. 11 dodge. A great chance. What? Okay, hold on. Great chance to dodge equals 70%. That stacks, right? That's 70% plus 11, so that's 22. 92% chance to dodge. Is that? What? Yo, what is up everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video with your host Kenkukun. And for some reason we're back with another Dokkan Battle video on Dragon Ball Z's Dokkan Battle Ultimate Clash Battlefield. And for some reason everything that can go wrong has gone wrong this run. This is my third attempt. I got to Kid Buu. So the first time I came through, I got to Great Saiyaman, and I just got stomped on. Right? The second time I came through, oh wait, hold on, hold up, nope. I want to make sure no mistakes this time. Put them in there. All right, we're bringing in Goku, Ariel, because they're a sealer. So the first time I came through, I got to Great Saiyaman. I brought in my Extreme AGL team, hoping for hoping to get a stun or a seal off of Namek Frieza, Final Form Namek Frieza, the AGL unit. Didn't happen. Lost. All right. Broke out the Peppy Gales as my backup because they can seal, you know. And there was a chance I could have won because I dealt a lot of damage before we actually died with the Extreme AGL team on the second turn. And nope. That wasn't going to happen. How come? Because a physical Rebirth transformed twice that fight and just she burned up 3-6 attacks once and then 3-6-9. She stayed transformed 3 more times. So what was that? 15 out of the 30 charges. So because of her, we lost because she just wasted turns being transformed. So that happened, and then I died to hit this time around with whatever team. I had a Super It team, and I had to pull units to make a Pure Saiyan's team to get through Great Saiyaman, right? So I just had a mismatch of Pure Saiyans just all across the board, and so I didn't have my tech Godku because I had used him. No, I had a couple of units, so my super team just got manhandled. They just got decimated when they came through against Hit. Hit just hit so hard. I didn't have any of my units that I needed to stay alive. Like Hercule, my tank, wasn't on turn 1. I had the GT trio, and I forgot how they worked, so I put them in slot 1. They just took massive amounts of damage before they got their defense raised. Like every mistake I could have made, I made in the first run. And then somehow, some way, UI Goku came up that next turn. He has a 70% chance to dodge transformed on top of 11 additional dodge. He has 11 dodge in the hidden potential. I thought that stacked. Come to find out, it does not stack. I was so devastated when he just took every single normal to the face and died. I'm just like, how does this happen to me? I didn't get it. I didn't understand. And until someone, you know, I asked, you know, in the Discord that I'm part of, one of my friends' Discord. I'm like, hey, you know, does his hidden potential and his passive stack? And he's like, no, it rolls 2 separate times. So I'm like, oh my god. All right, so I'm thinking I have a 92% chance to dodge. No, I have a 70% chance to dodge, and then a 22% chance to dodge. Like, okay, that makes more sense. Whatever, fine. I will deal with that later. This? Yes. Yes. Yeah, alright. So, UI Goku got me killed there. Alright, I come back through a second time. I have to use my Tech God Goku against Great Saiyaman. Once again, it failed, so I just brought in the Pure Saiyans team. I'm like, alright, I'll just bring a Pure Saiyans team, put the sealer on here, boom, and just let it be what it is. Let it be what it's gonna be. I get to Kid Buu at the end, AGL. I bring in my Super Tech team. They are getting trounced with damage. He can be sealed, and my one sealer I don't have. And then there's a couple of units that just don't fit on the team. Like they're not getting boost from the leader. I'm just like, man, I'm not getting any boost from my leaders because the Super Techs, they just kind of have like poopy leader skills. Right, so I had Dragon Ball Super Trunks as one of my leaders, and then I had on top of that I had the Go Bros as my other leader. And I only thought I was going to be missing buff from their leader skills for one unit, and that was Tech Vegito Blue. I'm like, alright, this isn't, no, it's Dragon Ball Super Trunks. I didn't even consider, doesn't get, you know, sibling bond or anything like that from Go Bros, not part of the Goku's family. LR Goku Frieza, for whatever weird reason, I thought they were I'm like, Goku's family. There's Goku. He's on the team. Boop. Like, I'm just like so lost today. So this is my third attempt. Because I didn't have Tech God Goku. So here we go. We're coming in against this worm right here with AGL Extreme. We're gonna boom. Here we go. Lead, boom, 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 boom. And then we're gonna go straight into you. Alright. Goku and Ariel, I am hoping can come out early and seal. Perfect. 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 And there's their 12 key super. Now that that's out of the way. Wow, I almost linked those guys up. Oh my gosh. That was scary. I didn't know that was about to happen. I didn't know those guys were gonna link like that. Dragon Ball Seekers category, I guess. Alright, now he's sealed. If we're lucky, you know, Frieza comes out and stuns him too, and seals, or both. I don't care which. And now Great Saiyaman shouldn't be a problem, and I have every unit where I need every unit to be. So these two link well, so we're gonna keep them together. Go ahead and do that. And if I get a chance with Zamasu will transform to right hook this guy in the face, or is it a left hook? I don't know. I don't know which hand gets beefy, or which arm gets beefed up. So whichever arm it is, I don't care. I just want it to happen. But yeah, I had a lot of conversations with myself these past two recordings. I brought up where I would like to. So one topic I brought up was, what is my favorite Dragon Ball, and Dragon Ball Z villain? And we can even go into GT, I guess, but GT's not as memorable for me because I just didn't get into it as much. Guy's no longer sealed. Feels bad. They have a chance to dodge. Reduces damage received by 30%. That's the first attacker in the turn. Okay, so we go like this. Grab those. Hope we don't get massacred. Grab that. He's sealed. And please, super attack. At the end, at the end, at the end, at the end. Okay, good. I really don't want him to super attack, but I didn't want him to super attack first. So I was like, what is my favorite boss villain in Dragon Ball Z? And mine is Frieza. Now let me hear what your thoughts are down in the comments below. If you're, you like Dragon Ball Z, you watch it a lot and you enjoy it, let me know what you think. So Frieza, and here's why. I think Demon King Piccolo is a good second for being a Dragon Ball villain, but I don't think Demon King Piccolo is as good as Frieza. Now, Demon King Piccolo introduced death into the series. He was gonna try to achieve on a global scale world domination. He was going to be the king. He was, and he was gonna rule out of power and fear, right? And then Frieza comes along. And Frieza is what Demon King Piccolo wanted to be, but on a universal scale. So I came across Frieza before Demon King Piccolo. I didn't watch Dragon Ball series first. I was introduced to the Dragon Ball Z series. And then as I got older, I went back and, the internet's here. What a fantastic tool we have. I went back and watched the old stuff. So I had a notion of what was going on. I think we're going to go ahead and get the seal off first. We're going to have to split those two. Which is fine. And then we're going to do that. So Frieza was on a universal scale. He had an army, he had planets. He was the most feared name in the known universe. If you heard of Frieza, you feared him, right? So Demon King Piccolo wanted to achieve that, and he never got to realize his dream. He was stopped short twice, once by an Earthling, and then once by a Saiyan. Alright? So that's why Frieza is probably my favorite villain. He just came in here with ruthless. The fight against Goku was phenomenal. Yes, full of flaws, absolutely. Frieza could have killed Goku so many different times, but, for the sake of plot, he didn't. So, we have what we got. Cell comes along. Cell, first form Cell, I thought was a very good villain. So Frieza is my favorite villain. Demon King Piccolo is probably, if I think about it, the second best villain. But I would probably put Cell there instead, just because I think I like Cell more. And again, I've watched more Z, so I've, fell in love with the character more than the other. But first form Cell was a great villain. He was a nightmare. He was scary, going from town to town, getting rid of the life forms. Now, again, because the Dragon Balls are there and things can be reversed with the Dragon Balls, happy ending for everyone all the time. Anything anyone does is just kind of like, whatever. So when Piccolo died during the, the Saiyan saga, right? It was, wow, And I didn't even know what the Dragon Balls were. I knew the Dragon Balls were a thing when I seen them bring Goku back to life, right? And they, talked about the Dragon Balls can just bring him back to life. I'm like, what? So, but after Cell went from first form to second form Cell, am I bringing this team in? Or am I bringing this team in against it? I'll bring this team in against Hit. I think that's what I did last time and it worked out a lot better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm mad at you for not dodging earlier. I don't want you on my team. So first form Cell I thought was a nightmare. He was scary. He was, he was elusive. He was a villain. And then when he absorbed the first android 17, he turned in from less of a villain and more of an adversary in my eyes, along with Perfect Cell. So I was like, man, I didn't really like him as much, and that's why Frieza is the best villain to me in the Dragon Ball Z Dragon Ball Saga franchise. Now, I don't talk about GT because it just wasn't as memorable for me. Omega Shenron, I went and watched like the last few episodes of Dragon Ball GT just to, kind of grasp like what was Goku at the end. Was he dead? Was he alive? Was he an angel? Did he become, was he now the dragon from the Dragon Balls? Like what was his role? What happened with the dude? So it was left a mystery, and I just didn't feel like Omega Shenron. I was just like, whatever. And then Baby, never really clicked with me, and I was just like, whatever. So, it's not that I just disregard them. I just don't feel like they're the greatest out there. And then you come to Boo. Boo is whatever. I would have liked to have seen like more backstory to Boo. So when they were at the World Martial Arts Tournament, and then they flew off, the Supreme Kai, Goku, Vegeta, Krillin, and Piccolo, they flew off, and then Capito, revives Gohan, and Gohan and Videl go with him and follow. That's when I think like a 12 episodes should have been. I would have loved to have seen 12 episodes that introduced Boo and Bibbidi and the conquest and the terror that he represented, to really get a feel for, the terror that was going to be if they didn't stop Boo. And then it leads into, the Saiyans and their big ego, like, oh, these guys, we don't have to worry about them, they're nothing, blah 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 blah. Which is like all these warriors you've talked about, we've just decimated them, destroyed them, this Boo's probably not even going to be a challenge, etc. and so forth. So I think that would have built up for a better villain. And then so Boo's just like a whatever villain to me. I wouldn't even call him, I'd call him more of an adversary, I guess, than a villain as well. He did some devastating things. He, the human extermination plan. He exterminated all the humans. He did what Zamasu and Black wanted to do with one move. So he did a lot. I wouldn't say Goku Black was the greatest villain, or is, or ever will be the greatest villain. Zamasu, absolutely not. I just can't ever see that in my eyes. And anyone after that, beyond that, the Gods of Destruction, I can't see them as anything more than adversaries at this point. The angels, Zeno, like they're just, they're angels and gods at that point. It's just like, well, like it's do or die with them. What are you gonna do? So that's where I went. That's the conversation I had earlier. So that's why I would say Frieza is my favorite villain from the series. And I wouldn't, it would be too much for me to think right now into the movies. I would have no idea who would be my favorite movie villain. Is it anything more than just a whim, or do I have a specific why? I do like Broly. He's my favorite. Right now I want LR Tech Broly. I don't have him. I want to summon on LR banners, but I'm going to wait for the anniversary because those LRs are phenomenal. Especially Rose, even though I want Broly more. Rose is phenomenal. But I still think Tech Broly is the coolest LR in the game, just because his super attacks fit his style so well. He is ruthless, pounding people into the ground, blowing up the planet, just decimating. Broly. That is what Broly is to me. Dragon Ball Super Broly, not as terrifying, not as brutal. I mean, he does some pretty brutal things in the movie, but I don't know. I think it was more because it's hard to say. I don't know. Maybe it was because there was more people present that Broly just beat up on. He's beating up on Gohan. He's beating up on Trunks, on Vegeta, on Piccolo. If you want to even put them in the same league anymore, because I think in the movie Gohan didn't even go Super Saiyan yet. The Broly movie. So Piccolo, maybe he was merged at that point in time. I don't even know. This guy's kicking my butt. So on and so forth, right? I don't know, Broly just seemed more devastating than when they brought him out in Super. Well, when they introduced the legendary Super Saiyan style with Kale, I was like, nope, not happening. Especially with the, you know, the cis complex she had, or whatever you wanna, you know, call it. I was just like, whatever. Or maybe, you know, I don't even care. I didn't care for, you know, that type of power and whatnot with that type of character. But, you know, Broly can't be the only type of Broly. And then Super Broly came out, and I'm glad they went the way they did with Broly. I still like Dragon Ball Z movie Broly as the more ruthless of the two. Just because he's ruthless. I don't, even if it's a one-track mind, so Cooler was alright. It was, you know, Cooler was just like a you know, knockoff version of the Frieza saga. It's just, oh, I can transform, and Goku's like, so can I. Boom, boom, pew, 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 and then he gets blasted into the sun, comes back later, and somehow he gets blasted into the sun, ends up somewhere else where the big Getty star is, and we don't know how far planet Nunavik is from Earth, but ended up out in space, and the big Getty star never passed by our soul. So that means Cooler floated out and about in space, away from the Earth, out of the Milky Way. Got picked up by the big Getty star and didn't target Earth first? That seemed very weird to me. You know, now that I just sat here and thought about it long enough, I'm just like, something ain't right here. Something doesn't add up. What? No, get in there. So, very just, you know, just a thought right there. Alright. And then, you know, of course, Broly, the second coming, and then Bio Broly, nope, don't even consider that anything, anywhere, ever. They're not even in consideration. I guess we'll pull these here, pull these down here, and, alright, no super attack for you. So yeah, what do you guys think? You know, what's your favorite villain? I know a lot of people like Cell. Cell's my favorite villain. He's the best. He's the greatest. I'm just like, but he's, I don't know. He's an adversary to me. He doesn't feel like a villain. Beyond, you know, first form Cell, like that's a villain. He's scary, elusive. He's, you know, he's something the heroes can't really handle. I don't know. He's just more scary. Like a nightmare. Kid Buu, why are you getting so much key? Support. Okay. Like, what's going on? You never link up with anyone. Alright, pull these. Keys all over the place at this point. We're just trying to keep as much key together as possible. Kid Buu gets a super, gonna heal a little bit. I think these two link up in their healing. Infinite regeneration, I believe, is what they're gonna get. Cell can, you know, heal us if we dip below 30% health, which is a small possibility, but it's possible. It's still hitting for like 50,000 an attack. If I'd have brought my super int team here, half of my units would be getting hit for like 100,000 a pop. Everyone on this team is practically like 50,000 damage. You know, 60,000. You can go like this. You can go like, oh, I guess Vegeta's gonna get a, Vegeta feels like a wasted super attack. I should have just went ahead and let Cell get the super attack. Because Vegeta, you know, his passive isn't activated when he gets hit. You know, he increases, I think, defense? Attack. He increases his attack, and then he launches 2 additional attacks that have a chance of becoming a super attack, I believe. And then I have additional into him, so he might get that 4th attack off. So yeah, Cell would have been the better unit to get that hit. Wow, those two link. Okay. okay with that. Boom. There's his Ultra Super, and there's that, and there's this. Oh, you know what? I can put in, I wonder, since I have LR Cell and LR Metal Cooler on the team, with obviously Cooler, and then LR Vegeta, I wonder if I ever take Bojack off the team and put in Android 13, the Easy 8 that just came out, the int one, as the support, because he's going to change key spheres, so that's going to be more helpful for everyone versus int Metal Coolers, you know, just the passive. Or maybe there's a universe where I keep Bojack in and take out the other two, take out Metal Cooler, because he's not going to, because Bojack could benefit from more Rainbow Orbs. I wonder if that's ever the scenario. Anyone that's made it through this far for the Ultimate Clash, I greatly appreciate it, and thank you so much. Once again, I thought this was going to be the Jiren update. I thought we were getting, you know, LR Metal Cooler, Mecha Frieza and Cooler, Mecha Frieza and King Cold. Wow, I am so lost with my words. Alright, there, and there. Boom, and that's a lot of super attack. Everyone's super attacking first, so no one's getting sealed, so we're going to deal quite a bit of damage here. That's 1.5 bars, and we're not done. That's 2 bars for sure, maybe a nice, perfect. I put a lot of additional into this dude. Rainbowed, my favorite. He is my favorite unit in the game so far. I loved when Evil Vegeta transformed. You know, he finally hit the limit of he finally surpassed his limit, similar in a way to Goku, where he was trying to push himself further beyond for his own reasons. It was, you know, for Kaba, for his, you know, for his wish, his apprentice, you know, to bring them back, to keep his promise, for his, you know, his child, his, you know, baby. Goku, he pushes past his limits more for himself, I feel like, and less for his friends in Dragon Ball Z, right? When he does push through his limits. So like the Super Saiyan transfer, the Kaioken, you know, he just did that out of training, right? He didn't really push past any limits during the Vegeta fight. He just, you know, ×4, boom, there you go. He pushed past his limits by just increasing the amount of power that Kaioken released, and that was it. Then Super Saiyan came out because, you know, tragedy, his friend was killed right before his eyes. Very tragic, very sad. Super Saiyan 2 was out of training. Super Saiyan 3 was out of training. There, you know, he didn't push past his limits in the Boo fight. Super Saiyan 3 Boo fight. You know, he carried on and kept going. You know, he carries on the fight, and he keeps going and doesn't give up. That is, you know, that is what he does. But I wouldn't go as far as to say that he did any of that as pushing past his limits for the sake of someone else. Now Goku's always trained to get stronger to help others a lot of times when he's going from Earth to Namek, training in, you know, the gravity chamber in space. He's doing it because there's a foe even stronger than Vegeta there. His friends are there. He wants to resurrect, you know, Piccolo and the others, right? So he has motivation. Goku went into God mode, right? Because Beerus wanted to fight a Super Saiyan God. Like, because Beerus wanted someone to play with. That was it. Goku went into Ultra Instinct because, I mean, he knew the stakes that were on the table, but as he said, he never thought of himself as a hero of justice or anything like that. I don't know. I felt like Vegeta going into Evolution, Vegeta just felt better than anything Goku's done recently, other than Goku going Super Saiyan. I felt like that was pretty awesome. Goku going Super Saiyan, Vegeta going in Evolution Super Saiyan, Gohan Super Saiyan 2 was cool. I would probably put that as my, if I had to put those in order, it would be Goku, Vegeta, and then Gohan. 1, 2, 3. And I still like I like Goku Super Saiyan 3 transformation when he showed it off. I thought that was really cool. Wasn't the greatest, you know, it was just like, hey, look what I can do. And then he screams for 10 minutes. And everyone's like, what's he doing? Earth is gonna be destroyed. So I thought that was pretty cool. We're not gonna bring LRB Pan because there's a chance in this universe that there's a chance in this universe we see Namek Goku transform. So, which why not? In fact, there's a good chance we see that. Alright, to start us off, we're going to grab these. Probably be one of the few type orbs we ever grab again. And then boom, there. And then Goten's going to start making rainbow orbs for Vegeta, so we don't have to worry about him getting super attacks. Goku's going to take a lot of damage here. Okay, not as much as I thought. Vegeta's also going to get his active skill, so, you know, when it comes down to it, we're just going to end this dude anyway. Man, those crits. Oh gosh, Goku, you still hit so hard. For me, Goku's like one of the hardest hitting units I have because of his crits. Like, I just love it. So yeah, what do you guys think? You know, if you have anything that correlates with anything I said, you have any responses? You think I'm mad for putting Frieza on top of Cell as far as, you know, the villains go? Other insight you may have, you know, that I've never thought about for their characters or have ever, you know, been introduced to or heard of myself, let me know in the comments below. What are your top villains? And as far as transformation goes, you know, where do you stack your transformations at? What have you liked the most? What's been the most impactful for you, right? And how many people are saving all of their Dragon Stones between now and to the anniversary? Again, the only wild card for me, when I'm at 533 stones, I'm like 5 ranks away from 500. And that'll come before the anniversary. So that's another, what, 20, 30 stones? And then... yeah. So that'll put me at like 550 stones. So the only wild card is going to be Saiyan Day, right? Or if we get global first, there could be something really, really good that comes out that makes me want to summon, and it has to be on the legendary banner because once again, I'm only building my stones, or I only want to summon on the legendary banner for Tech Broly. I just want gold coins. I don't need, there's nothing else I really need in the game with red coins, with just regular, you know, summons. There's 1, maybe 2 battle roads that I can't do. One is fusions, so that comes with the anniversary, so I could, you know, go get Gochita and call it a day. And then the Shadow Dragon Saga, I don't have Tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I don't have the Shadow Dragon Saga leader, Shenron, Omega Shenron, whichever one it is. I don't have him, so it's almost impossible for me to do that Dragon Shadow, the Shadow Dragon Saga at all, because those units are so specific. You need very specific units for that, and I am missing 1 lead and then 2 a really good unit. If I had the lead or the unit or the Gochita, I might be able to pull it off, but I need one or the other. And I've just, with my red coins, I've gotten things more valuable than them. Granted, this, again, you know, the last of the super battle roads that I need. So, alright, did we go with, please, did we? Alright, we use my, okay, we're going in attack. Alright, let's build a better team. So this is a super lead, this is a super type 100%. We're gonna go with that, and then boom, 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 boom. He's making rainbow orbs. Vegeta, what are you doing? All allies that can deal with Vegeta family. 2 or more Vegeta family category allies. Vegeta family. Vegeta family. Oh, and we're sealing that dude too, right? I think Vegeta will be fine then. Eventually God Goku's gonna seal him and we shouldn't take much damage. Hopefully. Gonna be a turn before we do though. Alright. We're gonna try and keep this Vegeta always in slot 1 just to get that increased attack. We want Trunks to stay out because I want him to transform as early as possible. And then we're just gonna try to make sure we maximize the orbs that we get. Oh good, he healed. First thing he did was heal. Perfect. He healed nothing. Vegeta's gonna get a... Okay, he's dodging. Forgot he does that. Alright, so yeah. As far as banners go, there's only, say and day that, Global and Japan might get the same thing. Again, like last year. And then we may get 2 Global First banners like we did with Go Bros and Tech Broly this year. Which again, even if it's 1 or 2 units, I don't think... I really don't see myself summoning on a banner before then. I might go like 250 stones, 300 at the most on an LR banner just for the coins alone. But at the same time, if I'm gonna go for an LR banner, I feel like it should be the anniversary banner because those LRs, I think, are just gonna be just above and beyond what they could possibly come out with before then. Just Rose right there. Rose himself is arguably right now in consideration for the best LR in the game. Like, his defense is good, his attack is phenomenal. All he has to do is get key. All you have to do is give him key. Like, I on my JP account, I got 2 copies of him, and I'm considering going back in with the rest of my stones, because the next time I summon on my JP account, it's going to be for the download celebration, which between now and then, I should have probably 2,000 free-to-play stones for, the download celebration to decide if I'm going to get the main units or the legendary banner units. So, and the only reason I'm going out of my way for the LR banner is because I just want Tech Broly. And if I never summon on a banner where he's available, and I think the best way to maximize that is any banner that's going to give me gold coins. Granted, I could get the LR Spirit Bomb Absorbed Goku, which is, I think, double rates banner, but it gives blue coins. So if I don't get Tech Broly, I just use my blue coins on probably something I don't ever want to use it on. Just like, man, forget this. And as I'm not completely free to play, I will be free to play for the majority of this year. I don't think it's a bad value to put my stones anywhere else. Anyone else, the best value banners are probably going to be the anniversary and global. We're probably going to, we're going to get the 3+1 discount. We're probably going to get tickets for, part 1. Phenomenal units. LRs, there's like 3 LRs per banner. Like, it's insane value. You cannot deny that. There's no denial. It is insane value on those banners, without question. The most valuable banner are usually the anniversary download, and then last year, what was it? Trunks and Zamasu was a good value banner. Everything else was just kind of whatever. And then the step up banner, which I almost didn't do the step up banner because I didn't care to. I completely skipped the first step up banner that came around on global, and I did the New Year's step up banner. I did the one before that because there was no Broly. I did not do it. I let that one go because I didn't need anything. Again, I was only looking for Shadow Dragon Lead and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. That was it. And I didn't think it was worth it, for me to go in for dupes of LRs. There were a few LRs that I was missing, but none that I wanted more than LR Tech Broly to this day. Kale and Caulifla, came around. I summoned on their banner, I believe, a little bit. Didn't get anything from there. The Dragon Ball Super Kaioken Goku that came out on Global first, I summoned on his banner, highly disappointed. At that point, and I had bought stones for that banner, I didn't get a single copy of him. I got like 2 hits. So I came out with something new, but at the same time, I was highly disappointed in that. And you know, this is a gambling game if you put money into it. So I didn't, you know, I was like, man, I feel like crap because I'm not out here. You know, I could have put that money to far better use, but it was money I could have put on anything, you know, any other video game out there. I was just like, man, I didn't get what I wanted, and I never want to put like that much money into this game again. So I'm just like, when people, you know, people ask, hey, you know, summon on value banners that are going to put your stones to the most as a free to play player. Yeah, absolutely. If you have the time and the patience, if it was me, it would only I would summon on the anniversary, the download celebration, step up banners, 3 banners a year, right, for 1 year, and I would just see where I was at with stones, and I would just get one of every, you know, one of the new units if I could, and then just stop. And I wouldn't even summon on an LR banner until I got, you know, the main units. And we completed the main units, right? It would just be, you know, LR Gochita, LR Vachito this summer. And then if I had coins to spare, you know, or Dragon Stones to spare, I would go ahead and do another, you know, like 300 on the legendary banner, the top legendary banner, and then download celebration right around the corner, right behind it. For global, that's like the crunch time for global is the anniversary into the download celebration, assuming the download celebration is the same time every year, right after our global anniversary. So anyway, anyone out there that made it through this, I appreciate you hanging out. Stay chill, stay awesome. Leave a comment, let me know what your thoughts are, conversate with me, get to know me, I'll get to know you, and as always, enjoy your time, enjoy your days, and we'll see you all next time with more Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Z style.